Hi Reddit. I am extremely heartbroken and am in need of advice and even comfort. I don't want to use real names, so I will be putting in different names. Thank you for understanding. Let me share with you all on what happened. I 25/F have been dating my boyfriend, 23/M. We will call him Jim, for a year now. It was long distance at first, but I moved to his home state in August, so that we can be together physically. Everything was perfect. Jim and I were extremely happy with each other, always communicated, and we were just a happy couple. He works at a cafe, and there he befriended one of his coworkers, 23/M. We will call him Derek. Derek has been inviting Jim to get a few drinks after work, and the two became good buds. I've met him before and he was really nice. Jim thought he was a cool guy too. Then in mid-October Derek would invite my boyfriend over to his place. They'll just hang, order pizza, and drink some beers apparently. Jim would text me that he would hang out with Derek after work then come home. I never required him to text me where he was, but Jim was always sweet to text me messages throughout the day. I did the same for him too. Throughout the entire night, Jim would tell me how he met Derek's girlfriend, 24/F, we will call her Karen, and that they were very nice people. I texted him back that it was awesome and sweet how the two invited him and shared a good time with him. I thought that was just that. So Karen and I have never seen each other. All I knew about her was that she was Derek's girlfriend. She was nice. And also I learned that she and Derek moved in together like early October. I thought that was pretty cute. That's all I knew about her. My boyfriend started to hang out at their place more often, and I would only think of it as something as coworkers/friends just hanging out after work. I do admit that I felt left out, and even asked Jim if I could hang out with them. He would say it would be a hassle since then he would have to come get me from my work, or at home, then go to Derek's place, and also that they only hang out for a short while. I just would say alright and be done with it. I had a day off work, and texted my boyfriend that I will come over to his workplace to have lunch together. He told me that would be awesome, so I went. It was pretty busy in there, but not super busy where the workers wouldn't be able to casually talk. I noticed my boyfriend working and one other girl. Between orders, this other girl would be touching Jim's arm and would smile at him. She would act really flirty with him. And my boyfriend seemed totally fine with it. It hurt because 1, he was letting another girl flirt with him, and 2, he always felt bothered if I would flirt with him in public. Mind you, I'm not all handsy, but I do playfully hug his arm. Well, Jim didn't notice me in there, so I just kept to myself. Until several of the customers walked out, Jim finally noticed me. We went out for lunch, but on our way out I asked him, "Who is your coworker?" And he told me it was Karen. I asked him if he found her attractive, and he said word for word, "Honestly, not really. She's not ugly, but she's not pretty or anything." I told him how I felt about him and Karen acting that way in the cafe, and he only told me it was meaningless since that's how Karen is. I tried extremely hard to just kill my jealousy, but it really hurt me. I cried in the kitchen after Jim had gone to sleep that night. A few days after that event, Jim would be going to Derek's place after work and would come home really late. Earlier today he told me he would be hanging out with Derek again. And with my own insecurities boiling inside me, I asked Jim to stay home with me a few times of the week, because we rarely saw each other due to our work schedules. We ended up arguing, and in my anger I snapped at him saying something like, "Fine, then you can go to your little threesome." His face went pale, and just a sick feeling made me believe that what I had said out of anger was actually true. I asked him and he admitted it. I ultimately found out that my boyfriend has been having a threesome with Derek and his girlfriend after work almost every day since October. I asked Jim if he was bi, but Jim said they were just sharing Karen, and it meant nothing. It was only sex. It hurt. A lot. Jim and I shared the same views that an open relationship never could work for us. That sex with another person while in this relationship would be viewed as cheating, and so on. He was the one who set down the ground rules, and I agreed to them. We both were very monogamous. At least I thought. I am completely heartbroken. Jim is in the other room just sitting at his desk, and I'm in the bedroom bawling my eyes out while seeking some sort of help from Reddit. Honestly, I have no friends here. The friends I have back at home didn't want me to go, and we left on bitter terms. I'm ashamed to reach out to them for help. I just can't shake off this feeling of utter disgust and betrayal. I love my boyfriend so much. So very much. A pathetic part of me wants to just work on our relationship, but that is just a horrible choice. I know I should leave him and go back home or whatever. But right now I'm just in shock. Update. Thank you all for your kind and caring support. Though this all happened today, I have began making my next steps. I did end my relationship with Jim. The conversation was difficult to have, but it needed to be had. There were questions I needed to ask for my health, such as STIs and such. Though he did say he used protection, I still scheduled an appointment with my doctor for this coming weekend. Edit to add this part in. I overheard Jim's phone call with Derek. He told Derek what had happened and ended his relationship with them. He also said he is quitting his work tomorrow. I do feel bad, but know that is purely his decision. Jim will be moving back into his parents' place tomorrow. I will be canceling my lease tomorrow morning. I did contact my best friend from back home and simply explained that I will be returning home. He offered to fly up here to help me, but I said no because I know I will break down. Right now, I need to keep strong. Seeing a friend here will only allow myself to break down into a huge mess. I'm doing my best to stay positive. I keep telling myself, better now than later. Good thing it's only been just a year and not 5 or more. Think of this as a life lesson. Do not hold grudges, and do my best to move forward. It's hard, I admit, but continuing to tell myself those things helps me. I would love to believe that this experience has not swayed my views on relationships. Rather, I would love to believe that this experience and relationship has revealed a little more of myself. I still need to do a lot of reflecting, but that can come after I have done all the physical work, moving back to my home state. Again, everything seems to be happening so fast, but it's progress. Thank you all for your kind and loving support. I hope my experience and progress can be of some hope for others. I love my boyfriend extremely, and though I did not mention it in the post, I did make a lot more sacrifices for him than he has ever for me. Through all that, I don't see it as losing an investment in someone, but rather I am moving on for a healthier opportunity, and hopefully, he will be able to learn from this as well. I have no plans on getting back together with him. His words were sweet and tempting, but they were poison. Thank you again, smiley face. Commenter 1. I read the first post, and now this one. I'm really glad you're leaving him and going home. It's good to stay strong for now, but allow yourself time to break down and have a crying and ice cream session with a friend when you're home. OP. Most definitely. I know once I let everything really sink in, that there is no more me and him. Everything we believed didn't follow through. And just everything else, it will hurt even more. I've cried all day and I know more tears are to come. I haven't spoken to him unless it was to talk about what will happen to the furniture and such. Thank goodness I didn't buy many things when I moved, LOL. I'm just keeping it peaceful here, and though it is hard, I think it will be something I won't regret after all of this has passed.